Welcome back. We're here to preview Saturday's Premier League match between Leicester City and Aston Villa at King Power Stadium. Barney Slade on the home side picked up a 2-2 draw at Liverpool last time.
Yeah, big point for them to be 2-0 down at half-time and get something out of the game. No one would have fancied that. No one would have fancied them really getting something out of the game before the match. So to do that and to come back with 2 goals in quick succession, obviously the Liverpool defence has been leaky. They would have fancied getting on the score sheet, but Liverpool seemed to be in control of that match without looking too dangerous. Leicester did a good job keeping them at bay, but they weren't offering too much in the final third, and to get those 2 goals, superb comeback.
I think it was a positive as well to see David Nugent on the score sheet was needed and scored too many goals this season. One goal for England, we all know about that. But I think Ajara as well, he started really well, didn't he? And he's struggling. I think they need a striker, and there's been talk of Kramaric coming in from Rijeka Croatian football, and he's scored a lot of goals this season. He's got 21 goals in 19 league games. The interesting situation, I think Chelsea wanted to sign him and then loan him to Leicester, but they couldn't give guarantees that they'd bring him back next season. So I think that they said that deal's off, and Leicester now look the favourites to sign him. And a player, I know it's Croatian football, but a player's got that many goals, he is highly thought of around Europe. So if they can pull that deal off, get him into the club, and it will certainly help them because they're obviously struggling at the moment. They are probably the favourites to finish bottom of the table, but if they can get him in, it will lift the whole club, I think.
Yeah, they come into this one off the back of a uplifting win against Newcastle as well. You followed up that draw with a victory in the FA Cup at St James's Park. It's at home where the main problems are. I think they've only won once at King Power all season. Got the worst record at home in the league. They need to improve that because teams at the bottom, you tend to think that their home form is the main basis for them staying in the division. Obviously, QPR have proved that with their terrible away form. They're out of the relegation zone purely on their home form. So Leicester need to improve in front of their own fans for me.
So it's so important, obviously, coming to this game against the Villa side. Only scored 11 goals this season. It's incredible. It's the lowest margin by quite a considerable distance. And you think they're 12th in the table. You think a team with that amount of goals would be bottom of the league quite comfortably. But when they do win, they win sort of 1-0. They haven't won in the league since December 7th. And it's getting to a month now, and the fans are, like I say, they do get on the back, especially at Villa Park, and it's difficult because they don't score goals. And Benteke he's been okay since he came back from injury, but he lacks service. I think he's a top striker, but he just lacks service from the wide areas.
He's been a little inconsistent this season. Obviously, got the winning goal against Blackpool in the FA Cup, but that was a result that even the fans were getting on their back because Blackpool, they've been terrible in the Championship this season, bottom of the table. They're going down to League One, no doubt about it. And I think it was 88th minute they finally made the breakthrough in that match, and the keeper probably even should have saved Benteke's shot. So that wasn't a good performance. 0-0 draw against Palace, that was a bore draw. So even though they are 12th in the table and they'd be happy with that position come the end of the season for sure, they're not exciting the fans, and the fans are getting on their back. I think there's a bit of pressure on Lambert to play a bit more exciting brand of football.
So it's 2 teams who don't, especially Villa, don't score too many goals. So can you see goals in this game? Score prediction?
I can see goals. I think I'm going to go for a 1-1. It's a tough one. Either side could win the game because of the poor forms of obviously Leicester have improved recently, but Villa can grind out results. I'm going to go for 1-1.
I'm actually going to back Leicester to win. Let's say last time against Liverpool, they played really well, especially the second half, and I think they're playing okay at the moment. The results not been great, but I'm actually going to back them to win. So we've got a score draw and a 2-1 win for Leicester. Thanks for joining us.